and you all are doing your homework regularly. We are going to continue with the same chapter, that is chapter 6, retirement or death of a partner. So far we have completed illustration 13 and illustration 14. Yes? Both of these sums were quite simple. They were almost similar to the sums that we have solved in chapter 5. Yes, the only variation was instead of a partner getting admission in the firm, the partner is retiring in chapter 6. You were distributing all the reserves, profit and loss among all the partners instead of old partners. Rest of the steps are almost same. It is revaluation of assets and liabilities, adjustments of goodwill with a minor variation. If we are talking about the concept of goodwill, in last chapter the partner was supposed to bring the premium for goodwill, and here the case is reverse. The partner is going to retire and hence existing partners are supposed to pay his share of goodwill. We used to obtain sacrificing ratio earlier. Now we are supposed to obtain gaining ratio. Yes? And other process, it is also same. When you balance the accounts, the profit on revaluation or loss on revaluation of assets and liabilities here is to be distributed among 3 partners, that is all partners, all the partners instead of old partners. I'll repeat this, that the profit on revaluation of assets and liabilities is to be distributed among all the partners. If you consider this chapter, all the partners are 3 partners. The sums expected are of 3 partners. The partnership firm is having 3 partners. Then you transfer that particular answer in the next account, which is partners capital accounts. Yes? And when you balance partners capital accounts, the minor variation here again is that the share of retiring partner is to be obtained very first while you balance partners capital accounts. Why? Because that particular amount is to be given to the partner in cash, either it is to be kept as a loan. Now how do you decide that? If in the given question it is clearly mentioned that you will pay the amount in cash, only then you are going to pay the amount in cash to the retiring partner. And if nothing is instructed, you are going to keep that amount as a loan. Yeah? About remaining partners, it is the closing balance of their capital which is to be transferred in new balance sheet. Yeah? So this was just a quick revision of the things that we have completed so far. And we are going to start with a new sum in today's lecture. So here is the request that you should watch this video lecture very carefully and completely till end. If you will miss a single thing, it is impossible for you to understand the concept clearly. So you should watch it till end for complete understanding. Alright? Another important thing is you should keep your books with you, which is a textbook and a writing book. Over and above this, the other essentials. Yes? pen, pencil, anything that you need. We're going to proceed with illustration 15 in today's lecture. And as you know, it is not possible to complete a long sum within a single lecture. So we are going to do it in 2 parts. Yes, so this is the first lecture for illustration 15. Yes, we are going in an order. We have done illustration 13, then we have completed illustration 14, and now we are about to start illustration 15. Yeah, in today's illustration or sum, I can say the only new thing is about current accounts, which is also not new, but we can consider this as a new concept in context to this chapter. The 2 illustrations that we have understood, that we have learned, were only about preparation of partners' capital accounts. In the given question, it was not mentioned that we are supposed to prepare current accounts. The balance of current accounts was not given in an old balance sheet. Yes, you know this very well, that when you are supposed to prepare current accounts, when in the given question the balances of current accounts of partners are given. Yes, and we are going to solve this sum slowly. So you should keep your writing book with you. You are going to write along. You are going to write this sum along with understanding. I repeat, this is illustration 15. Please be ready with your textbook and a writing book. In your textbook, it is given on page number 234. Let us see. Yes, an important concept for today is current accounts. The sum consists the balance of current accounts, partners' current accounts. Let us see. Okay, this is illustration 15 in your textbook, page number 234. Please pay attention. This is your question. Gopi, Krishna and Ram are the partners of a firm sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 1/2, 1/3 and 1/6. Firstly, let us talk about the old ratio that they have mentioned. Now this cannot be considered as a ratio because if you see the denominator of all the 3 partners, the share of all the 3 partners is not same. So let us solve that first. 1/2, 1/3 and 1/6. What you are supposed to do, you are supposed to choose the higher denominator, which is 6 here. So you are going to multiply 3 in first case, 2 in second case to make the denominator equal. Talking about Gopi, it is 1/2 into 3/3. So the answer is 3/6. Denominator same. Talking about Krishna, it is 1/3. So 1/3 into 2/2. The denominator is same again, 2/6. I repeat, 1/3 into 2/2. So 2/6. So what is the ratio now? It is 3:2:1. Yes? Please write down the old ratio. I will repeat the calculation it is compulsory that you are doing writing work along with this video lecture. I repeat, old ratio, the first partner Gopi, you can write it down as G for now, equals to 1 by 2 into 3 by 3 equals to 3 by 6. Second partner 1 by 3 into 2 by 2 is 2 by 6 and Ram is 1 by 6 already given. So old ratio is 3:2:1. I hope I'm clear. So let's have a look into the old balance sheet now. You can see they have given capital accounts and also the balances of current accounts. For Gopi and Ram, it is given on credit side and current account of Krishna is given on asset side. So the very first step, that is, we are going to check what we are supposed to do, what we are instructed to do, and where is it mentioned? After adjustments. Yes, here are your adjustments. Page number 235 in your textbook. Please pay attention. Page number 235 in your textbook. In case if you find any difficulty reading it on the screen, then you must keep your textbook with you. Okay. Ram is the partner going to get retired, the last partner. There are 6 adjustments and below that you are supposed to prepare revaluation account, current accounts, capital accounts and balance sheet. Okay. You can also prepare cash and bank account. It is optional. If you prepare, well and good, and if you don't prepare, you can directly give effects in the balance of cash. If you are comfortable with that, then also it is fine. Here in this illustration they have not prepared, but if you want to prepare, then it's okay. There is no change in the answer. Okay, so how many accounts we are supposed to prepare? Here if you can see, you are instructed to prepare partner's current account even. Why? Because the balances of current accounts are given in old balance sheet. I have instructed this even in the previous chapter. Whenever in the balance sheet, given balance sheet, you are provided with the balances of current accounts, you are supposed to prepare current accounts of partners. Yes? Fine then. So you will draw necessary accounts. Revaluation account, partners current accounts, partners capital accounts and balance sheet after retirement of Ram. I expect you all prepare these accounts quickly. I repeat, you are supposed to prepare these accounts. Please be quick. It does not take much time to draw lines. Make sure you are available with all the essentials to prepare or to draw accounts. You should have your pen, pencil, scale, everything.